So, Verge, thanks so much for joining us today to talk to us a little bit about your experience as it relates to the LinkedIn implementation workshop that you put a lot of your guys through. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, what you do, and how long you've been doing it for.
Well, James, thanks for the question. Name is Virgil Hope. I've been in insurance probably about 20 years or so, starting at back in the day, balancing what one would call the annuity cash book. Then eventually moved my way into the heart and soul or core of the main business, which is actual sales. And been involved in the sales space for about, call it 8 years now. And I must say that one of the challenges that we've always faced in the sales business was exactly bringing in new people, and also getting new people to develop and grow, and getting them to open up new markets.
What would you say the go-to method or methods are that a lot of your guys have used before being involved with LinkedIn and now seeing them using the LinkedIn method? What has the difference been in terms of the number of prospects and the quality of the prospects and the closing rate that the various systems have produced?
Sure, James. Look, the traditional way has always served many. That's why the industry that we are in has survived so well. The company that we are in has survived so long because it's worked. The only thing is it worked in a time when you didn't have something like a pandemic that created social distance. So now all of a sudden you have the situation where you needed to have something that was going to serve both ends. A time where you do not have a pandemic, and a time when you have something that it's not possible for you to have a physical face-to-face networking environment with 20 or 30 people in a room where you're inviting them to basically woo them, where you can't attend conferences and you can't attend functions where you are going to meet a number of people, center of influences, those kind of things. And the one thing that I think the majority of us learned throughout utilizing your course was that these things are still taking place, but they're taking place in a social media environment as well, an online environment. You have the capability to do exactly the same thing, especially if you're using it correctly in a place like LinkedIn, where you have professionals coming together to meet like-minded professionals. And what's important about it is that it's not push messaging. It's not that normal marketing that you go out and you inundate a person with videos and with adverts and those kind of things. No, it's a mere updating and presenting yourself, showcasing your skills and what your value proposition or your competitive advantage is. Placing yourself in a community where people who are like you are able to connect with you and want to do business with a person like you, where your message resonates with them. And these people come then to you to do business with you. And they are then the ones requesting the appointment versus the other way around, which is a large part of us going out to chase people, because there's a big thing that says people don't necessarily go out and buy life insurance or retirement annuity. They actually need to be told about it, and then once they know about it, are they then able to make the decision to do so. It's not the first thing in a person's mind in the morning to say, "Ooh, today, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy myself a retirement annuity." No. They'll do that for a car or something, but we're not that exciting yet. But in this environment, that's exactly what's happening. You have people that you are talking to who are a captive audience, for lack of a better word, because they have made the informed decision to want to connect with the person who they have seen they want to do business with. What it has also done is it has taken away the thinking and concept for those who are on your course from, yeah, but there's so many other people who are doing the same thing as well, to, yes, there may be others, but there's only one me who is bringing this particular portion or this particular piece to a customer base or potential customer base, creating that possibility and that excitement about opportunity. And then the other big thing for me as well that always just, call it one can call it the aha moment, is when you see that this individual is actually beginning to immediately get sales from these people that are connecting with them, as opposed to having to do 2 or 3 or 4 appointments with a person that they have gone to go and connect. So the other traditional methods definitely should still work. We still fully understand, and every marketing statistic will tell you the same thing. And this is quite interesting, because this is exactly what your system does. It does exactly the referral type structure. Because if you and I are in the same network, then we have that commonality. That commonality is what makes you want to talk to me. And if I'm not great at what I do, then obviously the people in that community or network, or the group of people that I'm working with in my or that I'm connected to, will not do business with me. Very same as what I would ask you to give me a referral of 5 names of people that I need to talk to, that you are referring to me. And if it's okay if I use your name, it comes down to the same thing. Because when you looked at how it is structured in the way that you've explained it to us, look at who you are connected to. Look at who the person you are connecting to is connected to. And this is going to link you to so many other people. And birds of a feather flock together, also still true. Because everybody in that space and in that community will ideally then uh, connect with you in order for you to do business with. So yeah, guys have seen results immediately. But like we said earlier on, it does take an element of having to work the system, making sure that you go back and review the content and the material, and then coming back to apply it immediately, as opposed to waiting for it to switch it on, so to speak.